Waking up tired, with heavy legs or a dry mouth, may be more than just age. It can be a silent sign of unbalanced blood sugar. And for many people after 60, unstable glucose not only steals sleep, but also increases risks for heart disease, memory decline, and fatigue that lasts all day. But what if a simple nightly ritual, using cinnamon, a spice already in your kitchen, could gently support your body's balance overnight? In this video, backed by research from the National Institutes of Health and the Journal of Medicinal Food, we'll explore how a warm cinnamon infusion can help regulate blood sugar, soothe digestion after dinner, and bring more stable, restorative sleep. You'll learn the exact recipe, who should avoid it, and how seniors around the world are already using this gentle ritual for safer nights. For thousands of years, cinnamon was more than a flavor. It was considered medicine, treasure, even a gift fit for kings. In ancient Egypt, cinnamon was so highly prized that it was offered in temples as a sacred gift and used in remedies for digestion and infections. In traditional Chinese medicine, cinnamon bark, known as rugui, was described as warming and restorative, believed to strengthen circulation and bring balance to the body's energy. Meanwhile, in Ayurveda, the traditional medicine of India, cinnamon was used to improve digestion, reduce excess sweetness in the body, and calm the mind before rest. During the Middle Ages in Europe, cinnamon was traded as a luxury spice, often more valuable than silver. Doctors prescribed it for stomach ailments, bad breath, and as a tonic for vitality. What they didn't know then, but science confirms today, is that cinnamon contains natural compounds that influence how the body processes sugar, calms inflammation, and even supports more stable sleep at night. So when you sprinkle cinnamon into tea or prepare it as an evening infusion, you are not just adding flavor. You are connecting with centuries of tradition, a ritual trusted by healers across cultures, now backed by modern research. When scientists study cinnamon today, they see more than a spice for desserts. They see compounds that directly influence how the body handles sugar, how the stomach digests meals, and even how the brain prepares for rest. The most studied compounds in cinnamon are cinnamaldehyde and polyphenols. Imagine them as gentle helpers that improve the way your cells respond to insulin, the hormone that moves sugar from your blood into your cells for energy. The National Institutes of Health, NIH, has published reviews showing that cinnamon may help reduce fasting blood glucose levels and improve what doctors call insulin sensitivity. In plain words, cinnamon makes it easier for your body to use sugar instead of letting it float in the blood, where it causes damage over time. The Journal of Medicinal Food published a meta-analysis of clinical trials where participants taking daily cinnamon showed improvements in both fasting glucose and cholesterol levels. For seniors, this means less strain on the heart, lower risk of type 2 diabetes complications, and more steady energy throughout the day. But cinnamon's benefits go beyond sugar. Research at Johns Hopkins Medicine highlights its role in digestion. Cinnamon can help relax the stomach and reduce fermentation after a heavy meal. That's why many seniors find a warm cinnamon infusion soothing when they feel bloated or uncomfortable at night. And when digestion calms, the body prepares more easily for sleep. In fact, studies suggest that cinnamon's natural polyphenols also reduce oxidative stress in the brain, which may support more stable sleep cycles. Think of it like clearing static from a radio signal. Your brain can finally tune in to the rhythm of rest. So, modern science confirms what tradition suspected. Cinnamon is not just for flavor, it's a functional spice. It protects blood sugar, soothes the stomach, and gently helps the body find balance before sleep. Knowledge becomes powerful when it turns into daily practice. Here is exactly how to prepare a safe and gentle cinnamon ritual to support blood sugar balance, digestion, and restful sleep. Classic cinnamon infusion. Ingredients: 1-2 cinnamon stick. Ceylon cinnamon is preferred for safety. 1 cup hot water. Preparation: place the cinnamon stick in a cup. Pour hot water over it. Cover and steep for 10-15 minutes. Drink warm, about 60-90 minutes after dinner. Why this works: gives enough time after your meal for digestion. Supports overnight glucose control. Warms the body, signaling calm before sleep. Cinnamon and honey, calming tea. Ingredients: 1-2 cinnamon stick, 1 teaspoon raw honey, optional, 1 cup hot water. Preparation: steep the cinnamon stick for 10 minutes. Let it cool slightly, then add honey. Benefits: honey adds throat comfort and gentle antibacterial support. Best for seniors with nighttime cough or dryness. Avoid honey if you live with diabetes unless approved by your doctor. Cinnamon and chamomile sleep blend ingredients: 1-2 cinnamon stick, 1 chamomile tea bag or 1 teaspoon dried chamomile, 1 cup hot water. Preparation: steep both together for 8 to 10 minutes. Drink warm before bed. Benefits: cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar. Chamomile provides calming effects, easing insomnia. A safe, gentle combo for seniors with restless nights. Golden cinnamon milk ingredients: 1-2 teaspoon cinnamon powder, Ceylon, 1-2 teaspoon turmeric powder, a pinch of black pepper, 1 cup warm milk, dairy or plant-based. Preparation: warm the milk gently. Stir in cinnamon and turmeric. Add black pepper to enhance absorption. Drink 1 hour before bed. Benefits: strong anti-inflammatory support, calms joints, eases stiffness, supports overnight healing. Ritual timing: drink once per evening. Best time: 60-90 minutes after dinner. Use consistently for 2 to 3 weeks to notice steady effects. This ritual is not about instant miracles. It's about giving your body a gentle, nightly ally, a warm signal of balance, safety, and calm. Every natural remedy has benefits, but also limits. For seniors, clarity and safety are just as important as tradition and science. Here's what you need to know before making cinnamon tea part of your nightly routine. Ceylon versus Cassia cinnamon. There are 2 main types of cinnamon: Ceylon, sometimes called true cinnamon, and Cassia. Cassia cinnamon is much more common and cheaper, but it contains high levels of coumarin, a natural compound that can stress the liver if consumed regularly in high amounts. Ceylon cinnamon has far lower coumarin levels, making it the safer choice for daily use, especially for seniors. If you plan to drink cinnamon tea regularly, choose Ceylon cinnamon. Who should avoid cinnamon tea? People with liver disease. Coumarin in Cassia, cinnamon can cause additional strain on the liver. Seniors with liver conditions should only use Ceylon cinnamon and consult their doctor first. Those taking blood thinners. Cinnamon, especially in larger amounts, may increase bleeding risk. If you take warfarin, aspirin, or other anticoagulants, consult your physician before regular use. Seniors with low blood sugar or on diabetes medications, cinnamon can enhance the effect of insulin and some diabetes medications. This may cause blood sugar to drop too low, hypoglycemia. Always check with your doctor before combining cinnamon with medication. People with allergies or mouth irritation, Cassia cinnamons in particular, can cause mouth irritation or ulcers if consumed in excess. Stick to moderate amounts and avoid chewing raw cinnamon sticks or taking strong extracts. Safe dosage guidelines. Use 1 part 2 cinnamon stick or 1 part 2 teaspoon ground. Ceylon cinnamon per cup. Drink once per night only. Safe for short and medium-term use, up to 6 weeks, in daily routines. Take a break after prolonged daily use, unless guided by a healthcare professional. What science confirms. The Journal of Medicinal Food emphasizes that small, culinary amounts of cinnamon are safe and beneficial for most adults. The NIH warns that high-dose supplements or strong extracts are not the same as tea. They carry more risk than benefit for seniors. So remember, the type of cinnamon matters, the dose matters, and your unique health story matters most. Used wisely, cinnamon tea is a safe ally. Used carelessly, it can become a hidden risk. Safety first, always. Science gives us data, but stories give us meaning. Let's hear how seniors, caregivers, and doctors have seen cinnamon tea bring small but important changes to nightly routines. Helen's story, steadier mornings with blood sugar. Helen, 67, had lived for years with type 2 diabetes. Her mornings often began with fatigue, dry mouth, and sometimes dizziness, signs her glucose was swinging overnight. At her doctor's suggestion, she added a cup of Ceylon cinnamon tea after dinner. Within a month, her fasting glucose readings began to stabilize. She didn't stop her medication, but she noticed that her mornings felt clearer and steadier. "I still have diabetes," Helen says, "but now I feel like I'm supporting my body instead of just chasing numbers." Robert's story, sleeping through the night. Robert, 72, often described his nights as broken into pieces. He fell asleep quickly but woke up 2 or 3 times, sometimes with indigestion. His granddaughter suggested a blend of cinnamon and chamomile before bed. After 2 weeks, Robert reported sleeping longer stretches without the heavy feeling in his stomach. "It's not magic," he explained, "but it gives me calm. I don't feel like I'm fighting my body anymore." Maria's story, a caregiver's ritual. Maria, 64, cares for her husband who lives with metabolic syndrome. Every evening, they prepare a small golden milk with cinnamon and turmeric. For him, the drink eases nighttime joint pain. For her, it's a shared moment of peace before sleep. "It's more than a recipe," Maria says. "It's our time to sit together, talk, and breathe." What these stories teach us. Across these real experiences, a pattern appears. Cinnamon tea doesn't replace medical care, but it adds comfort, stability, and hope. It gives seniors small, steady wins: calmer digestion, steadier blood sugar, and gentler sleep. Sometimes the greatest healing isn't in dramatic cures, but in quiet rituals that bring back confidence in your body. No single tea is right for everyone. Each infusion carries its own gifts and its own limits. Let's compare cinnamon tea with other popular night teas, so you can choose the one that fits your health story best. Cinnamon tea strengths: helps balance blood sugar, supports digestion, provides antioxidant protection. Best for seniors with glucose swings, heavy dinners, or restless nights tied to poor digestion. Science: NIH and Journal of Medicinal Food show cinnamon improves insulin sensitivity and lowers fasting glucose. Chamomile tea strengths: mild sedative, reduces anxiety, eases stomach discomfort. Best for seniors with insomnia linked to stress or worry. Science: studies show chamomile improves sleep quality and reduces mild anxiety. Caution: may interact with anticoagulants or sedatives. Ginger tea strengths: relieves bloating, nausea, and digestive discomfort. Anti-inflammatory for joints. Best for seniors with reflux, gas, or arthritis stiffness. Science: Johns Hopkins confirms ginger is safe and effective for digestion. Caution: can thin the blood. Caution with anticoagulants. Turmeric plus black pepper tea, golden milk. Strengths: strong anti-inflammatory support, joint pain relief, immune protection. Best for seniors with arthritis, chronic inflammation, or cardiovascular risks. Science: Mayo Clinic reports curcumin supports arthritis management. Caution: avoid with gallbladder disease or strong anticoagulant therapy. Lemon balm tea strengths: calms anxiety, supports sleep. Best for seniors with mild restlessness or nervousness before bed. Science: European studies show lemon balm extracts reduce anxiety and improve sleep. Caution: may affect thyroid function in high doses. Where cinnamon stands out: chamomile calms the mind, ginger calms the stomach, turmeric calms inflammation. Cinnamon does all three, but with a unique focus: blood sugar balance. That makes it especially valuable for seniors concerned about diabetes, energy swings, or nighttime glucose spikes. In the world of night teas, cinnamon is not the strongest sedative, nor the most anti-inflammatory, but it is the steady protector of balance, guarding your sugar, easing your stomach, and preparing your body for calm sleep. For many seniors, the night can feel heavy, with worries about blood sugar, restless sleep, or the heart that has carried them faithfully through the decades. But sometimes the answer doesn't come from a new pill. Sometimes It comes from a small, steady ritual that has traveled through centuries. A warm cup of cinnamon tea. We've seen how tradition valued this spice as treasure, and how modern science, from the NIH to the Journal of Medicinal Food, confirms its power to support blood sugar balance, soothe digestion, and bring the body into calmer rhythms at night. Remember, cinnamon tea is not a miracle, and it doesn't replace medical care. But as part of your nightly ritual, it may give you steadier mornings, gentler nights, and a renewed sense of control over your health. If you've ever felt your nights broken, your mornings weak, or your sugar numbers unpredictable, you are not alone. This community is here to learn together, to share, and to build safer habits one evening at a time. So, if you're ready to try this cinnamon ritual tonight, type Balance Plus in the comments below. Tell us your story, because your experience may guide another senior toward hope. And don't forget to subscribe. In the next videos, we'll explore more gentle remedies, from golden milk to digestive teas, each one supported by science and tailored for the health and safety of those over 60. Your body works to heal every night. Give it the right ally. Let tonight be the beginning of balance, calm, and renewal.